Like that. Okay. All right. Vika, Rando, Mando. All right. So, Mortis Invitational. Old format. One second. Let me take my audio off monitoring. There we go. I was listening to myself, and now I'm not. All right. So, Vika banned Obi, Rando banned Cam. Both players brought 10 decks because this is the Mortis Invitational. One was not enough. All right. All right. So, Vika, Rando, Mando. We can go back, show some of these stats. Yeah. First and third, these are very highly ranked players. Rando Mando's been a bit out of it, but he's a good player. Vika, though, a lot of people favored him to win. He did take a loss in the winners bracket, but he's looking like a favorite in the losers bracket so far. We'll see if Rando can slow him down. Rando Mando doesn't even know which of his own decks are good. Let's take a look, shall we? Oh, wrong screen. All right. So Rando, he could bring Mill. It's not banned. You can bring rerolls. The first two are banned. You can bring Sun Daughter. You can bring Vader Droid. You can bring Mill. Huh? We'll see. No Jawas. Huh. Okay. After this, I think we're gonna Vika and Newt play the December finals in March. So that'll be fun. It looks like Vika's already grabbed a deck. What is it? Kira-san. He loves that Kira-san. He keeps going back to it. It's just a really strong aggro deck. Best of blue, best of yellow. Yeah. Rando says he's having Vika pick a random number for him. And he's trotting out. What's it gonna be? It's rerolls. Oh, he's playing the Path version. Okay. Rerolls are pretty strong. And in this old format, they do get to run like guards and headstrong together. This is still old format. Pre-restricted list. Ooh. Let's see. I think I need to find balance. There we go. All right. Vika opening with the Ataru. That's what you want to see. Rando's got Greed into Temple Guards and a Rebel Alliance. So that's also what you want to see. Yeah. And Rando actually drawing into camp as well as guards. So you can do some pretty insane stuff. Uh, 3, 4, 6, and 5. So Random Mando wins. He's on Dune C, which is interesting. You're not punished as much if your opponent takes it because you have reroll sides. So it kind of makes sense. Against this deck, you also kind of want to have the shields. I don't know. I think I'd go with Dune C if I were Mando. And he does. Wait, is this the losers round 4? I think this is actually losers round 5. Alright, challenge is giving me a 503 error. So there's a way we can verify that though. Alright, I'm pretty sure it is losers round 5. So I'm just gonna make the change. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. Alright. Terra Snoopy rolling out, missing the reroll sides, but getting the dollar, which is gonna allow this camp to come down. Kira, not quite hitting either. Vika generating the stash of charm tokens in case he needs them. I think the Atara is going to come down over the Atara training. That's pretty much. It's one of the better cards to start with. All right, Finn coming in. Can he get the reroll? He can. He's got the 2 reroll side. Vika can charm offensive it if he wants. But Rando is he's got himself a ton of resources. I think he's probably going to be able to play out both these supports. With 2 resources, he goes up to 4, then 1 from the camp and greed. Yeah, so he's going to have enough to play both these supports. All right, and he's sending him an Ezra PA. The Finn die. Probably gonna reroll the 4 and maybe his own Terra die. Gets the +2 and the blank, and he does a Finn damage, and hits the balanced force with the discard. Not the best reroll on Rando's side, but you do get the power action off to get the discard. And Vika's going to reroll here, and he's actually going to have to reroll a second card because of Dude C. Or discard a second card, I should say. And oh my god, that is a Vika roll. 7 indirect, 4 direct. No, don't mind trick it, Rando. Don't mind trick it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Play your supports. Like it's indirect. You can eat indirect. You've got path. You've got Rebel Alliance. Like, you can eat damage. You don't need to play greed yet either. Just take your money and play camp and start rolling out. We did see Vika play against rerolls in the last match that was streamed. I believe he actually lost to it. I don't think it was with the Kira Sun deck though. I think it was with something else. And he will go after whoever he can. I think he initially tried to go for Finn, and then he got shielded up. So he went for Ezra, and then he got shielded up, and went for Terra, and eventually, like, he ended up losing. We'll see if he ends up changing his play pattern and trying to stick down one character in particular. It can be hard, especially with a bunch of indirect sides and a deck like this that can heal a bunch with Path. So we'll see where it goes. Deciding to load damage into Ezra, which I think is probably smart in this deck. The normal version of rerolls runs Elite Ezra, so you usually don't want to do that. But in this deck, you've got Elite Terra, so yeah, I think the high stakes version is better, or at least was better. I haven't really liked the deck much post nerf, but I think pre nerf, like, it was usually right to go for high stakes because you could get out a 3-drop right away without having to work for it. Rando did get lucky in rolling and drawing enough stuff to get resources here, so that's good. But he's about to eat 4 direct. Presumably, I don't know. It could go into wherever. I would say it should go to Finn, but Ezra is a fine target. Going to heal 1. Vika, that charm offensive the Vika has in his hand is still on mine because the charm token, you can't see it super well, but it's on Terra. He hasn't cured yet, and he didn't do it earlier. Oh. And that is a bit of a nut roll. I'd probably resolve that disrupt right now. Just because you know you're probably not gonna. He's probably not gonna gain a second one. And it blocks, like, actually, I think he's discarded both Balance the Forces. That's like the main thing that would be blocking. Yeah. I'm not sure what Vika's exact list is. I'd have to go and check because of the nature of this tournament. It's not. I don't have all the lists in front of me. Wow. And there's the greed on the Finn die for the money to play guards. And Rando may have he may have eaten a lot of damage, but he's also gotten out quite a bit of stuff. There's resolved reroll side. I'm just gonna get another proc into Sun. Vika has got to start thinking about the claim right now. Which means he's got to do something with that charm token. Either use the offensive or Kira it soon. My math is not functioning right now, so I'm not sure exactly how many actions he has. I think you do it right now. I think you power action right now. Yep, there we go. There's that Rebel Alliance, 0 cost, heal 3. I think Vika's contemplating a reroll here onto the Kira die. Yep, goes for it. And hits the discard, which is going to be that Mind Trick, which actually is going to matter a decent amount. And if you're Rando, you probably just deal 1 and claim. You can do one a couple different ways. Yeah, there's one. And Rando should claim. Yep. Boom. So Rando coming out ahead on board state, behind on damage, but not a ton. And he draws the Guardians a piece. That's what this deck likes to see. He's also got the May the Force be with you, and he's got a second camp and a second guards and a blue milk. So I think the ramp is going to start getting insane. But here is where, there's going to start to, problems are going to start to arise because he's going to need to actually start killing characters soon, and that can be difficult with this deck. Yeah, like you have to kill Sun and Kara before like they just destroy you. So even if you're ramping like a ton into like camps and guards, that actually has to be like convertible into damage or something. And Vika's got enough stuff that he can get to the 3rd Sundai this turn, which is going to make it even harder for Rando to survive. A lot of his damage is still going to be indirect, but it adds up. And Terra rolling both reroll sides here definitely helps. I would play Guardian's Peace right now. Yep, there we go. Smart move. There's the side action. And he is going to 3. Vika sticking to the spirit of the Mortis Invitational, playing the Sun, albeit not with the daughter in the actual Mortis deck, but it's the Sun. Yeah, so now Rando, like, I would, yeah, it's, yeah, you're playing sort of a slow game now. Try and get your defensive dice into the pool. So that means, like, guards. You want to keep Ezra up because he has Guardian and he can potentially eat a 1. Or maybe, like, a 2 on the Ataru. Prevent the special. Vika does tend to play for the special. He'll often reroll 2 melees. To go for the special. Here comes the camp. Gets a 3. Let's see. Contentious opportunity could come in handy for Vika. But he also does have to be wary of this Dune C. If he plays the contentious, he's only going to get 1 reroll this turn. And oh my god, Kira is rolling fire. That is, if he puts it on Ezra, it's lethal on Ezra. And he does. He puts on Ezra. Random Mando does have a lot of things you can do to answer that. But he does have to, or he loses his Ezra. You mean power action? Power actioning is not a bad move here. There's no chance that Ezra just dies to the reroll. And you get that discard. Ideally, you would hit the contentious. That would actually mess Vika up pretty bad. And he doesn't. So actually, no, Vika can actually play the contentious. And then just reroll with retaliation if the sequencing goes right for him, which it might not. Rando does not have a headstrong for this rollout, so but he does have May the Force be with you. So Vika not rolling too hot. I'd probably Guardian that Force Valor right now. I'd be doing that. Yep. There we go. Take that threat of that special off the board. Rolling into a blank. Not ideal. But, yep, we do see the contentious proc. Which means this Dune Sea is not going to be a consideration. If I get dodging the Dune Sea, although dodging the Dune Sea doesn't mean you are only going to get one reroll. So, it does still kind of serve its purpose of limiting you to one reroll. Blue Milk is not a bad move here. It's not bad at all. There's not much Vika can do with one money. None of his dice have money pay sides, so you're not losing a ton by giving him that. We obviously know his only card is Force Retaliation, which is not gonna mean much. I don't think there's much that he could have for one resource, because yeah, Sith isn't a Sun isn't a Sith, so you can't run like unending hate or anything. I don't think Vika runs Mercy doesn't defeat the enemy, but like you basically know that he's gonna want to reroll with this anyway. I'm trying to think, what is Rando's max damage this turn actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He actually has a decently high max damage. He could potentially kill at least Kira if he wanted. I think he's probably gonna go and play one of these permanents that he has in hand, if not both. Alright, here comes Vika's reroll. They say he only needs one to make stuff happen, and that is solid. Tire special is great. I think it's going to get answered by the May the Force be with you, though. Which could potentially answer another die as well. So Mando is actually playing really well, and he's actually got a really good setup. He actually is. Oh shoot! 1 second. All right, so May the Force be with you comes down. Removing the Ataru. What else did he reroll? I can't see. Oh, it looks like he rerolled the 2 into a blank. Nice. And hits the 1. It looks like Ezra is going to survive another round. And is this guards? Yes, it's guards. Looks like he's not going to try to play the second camp. And he's just going to use it as a reroll. But he can do a lot here. Oof. He wishes Kira Die was on discard. But it is not. Reroll comes down. Oof. He does have reroll sides. So this isn't over yet. I would probably try to burst down Kira right now. Yeah. There we go. And does he have enough for that? He's got 4, 5. Yeah, he does. He has enough for lethal and Kira. If you count these reroll sides. And yeah, there we go. That is a dead Kira. Rolls into the money radish or reroll on the pay side. Classic. And Mando is looking way ahead right now. Yeah, almost no. Actually, no. Vika did get a bunch of indirect stick, but Ezra's still on 5. Kira's dead. Actually, wait a minute. I'm thinking now. Would there have been enough to kill Sun? I think you need to do. No, I don't think. I think you would have been one short if you had gone for Sun. And there we go. Random Man was now he's second Guardians of Peace, second Rebel Alliance. Luke's offer and 2 big blasters so he can play if he wants. Blocking Vika's hand. Vika has Chem Strike and everybody profits. So it's gonna be a race for damage. Random Mando does only have he has 6, 12, and 5. That's 17 health. Sanction is gonna take those out. You really want to see reroll sides so these Guardians of Peace can get working, and your Ezra's power action can hopefully take out one of those burn cards. I don't think he rolled those yet. That would be a pretty good roll if he did. What is the higher odds? 2, 1, and 6, or 1 and 3? Trying to calculate the odds of getting a reroll side. Oh shoot, I should have this memorized. 2, 1, and 6s is God, I totally forgot how to calculate these probabilities. Alright, he's going for the guards. Is he actually trying to do the math? Okay. If anyone in chat knows the answer, like what is the higher odds of rolling a reroll side, guards or Ezra? It looks like he rolls out Ezra and he gets the reroll side. And Vika doesn't have an answer to it. His answer, I guess, is to play Chem Strike. Which puts, yeah, I mean, yeah, second Guardians of Peace is just gonna let Random Mando, like, Pull ahead. That's a pretty solid roll. There's the Ezra power action. We're just going to generate 4 health, lose a card, and the reroll ends up working, and he rolls another reroll side. And Guardians of Peace. Guardians of Peace is probably the best card in this deck. The fact that it's non-unique is just kind of crazy. He does get the Absorb Energy proc off of the Fin damage, which is an upside for Vika. Puts it into Terra. Now he's got 1 reroll and it says everybody profits. And Mando, and man, that is Vika not rolling like Vika. And that's going to be a scoop. And Rando Mando taking it down in the first game. Pulling off the upset over Vika. He still has to win 1 more. And Vika's not going to make it easy on him. But the kid from, I believe, Wisconsin, taking down the Canadian sensation. Let's go and see what decks these players brought. The bans, remember, are Obi and Cam. So neither player can play a deck with either Obi or Cam. You can play the same deck again. And Davey is rooting for Rando Mando. I kind of am too. It would be it'd be interesting to see him take down Vika, who a lot of people predicted to win the tournament. Getting there in the first game. We'll see about the second. He hasn't played Mill yet. Let's see. Reroll feels... Oh, that's right. I think I played Rando Mando in the league that I won with rerolls. Say getting 2 3-cost supports throughout round 1 was unlikely is an extreme understatement. Yeah, they're just talking about how Wisconsin for the win. All right, looks like Vika has pulled out a deck. It's the Kira Sun again, which I believe is what he's running in the Top Cut game that we're going to cover after this. So it's going to be a lot of Kira Sun games. Man, Vika going to this when he's down. He trusts it. And Rando Mando, I don't know. I kind of expect him to bring Mel. Keeps getting banned, but it's not banned in this one. Am I waiting for someone? Alright, he's thinking on his deck choice again. He says, really should have prepped for this. Yeah, you should have. And alright, he's got a deck. And it is Daughter and Leia. Nice. So it is Mel. Son versus daughter. How fitting for the Mortis Invitational. Leia, we've not seen a Leia game in a while because she keeps getting banned. Leia and Cam, I believe, are the two most banned characters in the tournament. Last time I checked, Obi might be up there, but I'm pretty sure it's Leia or Cam. I haven't been keeping super good track, like I said I was going to, but yeah, it's one of those two is the most banned character. You don't often get to see one of them, but this time you do. Leia's still strong in the current meta, even post nerf. She did lose Commando raid, but I mean she's Leia. She can do Leia stuff. And Vika he got the absorb energy, and he's gonna get the Ataru. So I think, oh, he actually has Valor. I think there's actually a decent chance that he gets to 3-die Sun turn 1. And Mando pulls double Yoda's teachings. I actually don't want to see double of that. One of it is good. And if you can get the resource and Leia with the motivate, like the second one is obviously gonna be good also. Maybe he does get to play both. You gotta suppress your fears. Yeah. This deck is I haven't seen much of it. I've seen like Obi daughter has been like a thing. Leia daughter never really seemed to catch on. We had like Leia 3-wide builds were pretty strong for a while. Still are. Rando's got a few of them in his lists. But it is Leia daughter that we got today. And I don't know what they're waiting for. Are they waiting for me? Oh, Vika's trying to find an Ataru. Because he pulled the one from the stack in the first game. So yeah, Vika just needs to gain one resource to be able to get to 3 dice on turn 1. So if he rolls 2 for 1 on Kira, that'll get him there. Rando does have the suppress your fears. Is that a conditional? Yeah, no, it's just a blue character. So, it's unlikely we'll actually get to see the 3rd die roll out turn 1, but he might end up getting there. All right, looks like they're getting the Ataru. Pat the Mastery is just so good with Sun. It just really enables him. Alright, here comes Akira. Ooh, double blanks. Charm Token goes on Leia. Keep in mind, daughter can actually burn those charm tokens. can't really see it. Power action says remove one charm dragon from a character, discard the top card of that character's controller's deck, and heal one damage from that character. So you can't use it to burn the Kira charms and heal. So much mill these days. Yeah, mill is mill's in a great spot. At least it definitely was before the nerf, which this tournament is being played on. Is Yoda's teachings? Oh, you can play Yoda's teachings on that. Okay, never mind. So that makes more sense. I thought it was play only on blue. Yeah. It's all good. Mill is fun. Yeah, I think the versions of mill that exist in this format aren't like super oppressive to play against. Like I mean the Grease one kind of is, but that one was basically killed by Commando Raid. Like you can actually interact with that deck now because they don't have Commando Raid. Yeah, like the mill decks aren't like oppressive, and they're not like super uninteractive. Like mill at its worst can be. Yeah, definitely around. Goes for the overwrite. One resource short of being able to play that absorb energy. I think the Yoda's teachings is gonna come down on Leia. Maybe even both copies. How did he get? How did he get the fourth resource? Wait, I'm confused. Oh, he motivated the daughter resource. Okay, that makes sense. And man, Vika rolling like Norman. Hitting those blanks. All right, Leia. Hit the pool. With only one copy of Yoda's teachings. Are those patented Vika rolls? I don't know. I think we're going to see him in the last round of the game when he needs them the most. That is a pretty good roll from Leia. The 2 discard and the Yoda special. Vika does have the trick to answer the 2 discard, but the Yoda special is just going to go right back to it. So there's almost no point. He goes for it anyway. Shows the absorb energy, removes the 2 discard. Goes to the 2 discard and mill shield or resource. I'm probably going for the mill. And he goes for it, and he hits the smash. That's a good hit. Headstrong, thrown to the pile. Let's see if it's better the second time around. And a little bit. For sure. A little bit. I think you take the 2 discard here. And then... yeah, I think you take the 2 discard and then you can suppress your fears. But you don't want to give him a second reroll by playing Suppress Your Fears now. Ooh. And Vika's gonna deal damage to his own son. Not Delphist, the son. Which will get around the layup power action. And alright, goes for the Yoda's teachings, which is gonna get the heal. Rando Mando coming out pretty well. He's only gonna end up taking 3. Managed to ram into both Yoda's teachings. Avoided taking a ton of damage. And he got rid of Vika's whole hand, so. Alright, he's gonna daughter the Contentious. Well played by Vika to dodge that layup power action. Ooh, there's the first aid. After turn 1. Deep Man and Double Pacifies, and I think he kept the This Is War from last turn. This Is War feels kind of weird to play into this deck. But yeah. Vika draws into abilities galore, so Vika's like, why couldn't it roll that for me? Kira coming in hot with the melee. Let's see. Vika has a balance of the force, which is in his favor right now, although the shields don't really matter. Daughter hits the discard of the 3 reroll. Whiffs on the Yoda's teaching special. Yeah, I think I was saying this earlier. This is where it's kind of awkward sometimes, because like sometimes your best option is to play it into a blank, which just feels bad. Yeah. Vika is looking at playing this Force Sense, I think. Deep Meditation here for Rando Mando is a bit of a double-edged sword. You can go to 4 on the Sun and mill 4, but then you're taking 4 to the face. The Force Sense is going to remove probably the 3 reroll? Maybe a discard, actually. Maybe even goes for, it goes for the Yoda's teachings, which I guess prevents the special. The Leia coming in, and for a second round in a row, he's not going to use This Is War. He hits the special. We'll see if. Imagine Vika probably just cures his own son to prevent the late power action again. If he doesn't, like, Rando should know that he plans on doing that later, so. You don't gain a ton of. Yeah, there we go. He's using the late power action because you don't get a ton of value by. Ooh, he hits the Ataro for 3. Boom. That makes up for the missed one last turn. Oh, those are some good discards. Ooh. Double specials from Vika. And the 3. I think, like, there's a decent play to go deep med the 3 into the 4. Because then you're only, like, increasing his damage by 1. And then you get to mill 4. He's hovering over it. I think he's going to do it. Yeah, he does. That puts Vika down to 10 cards. He's got, well, +4 in hand. If he loses all 4 this turn, that puts him at 1, maybe 2 rounds left. Depends on. It's going to depend on some RNG. We're just 3 and a daughter. Yeah, Rando is just playing it slow. It's a game of the 4-cent special, right? Vika wants to use it on something valuable. Rando wants him to use it on something bad. And so they're basically just finding small little actions they can take in the meantime to delay the inevitable choice. Looks like Vika's just going for the 4 cents onto the Yoda's teachings. And he rolls into the 3. Perfect. I would probably be daughter power actioning right now. Or maybe discarding to reroll. Yeah, you want to avoid the cure power action on the daughter. If you can. Yep, I mean, there we go. Fresh start. Ooh, fresh start would definitely be good right now. It looks like Vika's deck is going to be well protected this round. So he probably, unless I'm missing something, he's going to go into next round with 10 cards left. Unless he manages to keep any that are in his hand right now. He's playing Smash. Moves both daughter dice. The late dice, I believe, have higher probability of getting discard, so. Ooh, focus. Focus, pocus. Daughter is not gonna die this turn, but we could end up seeing a lot of damage there. Pacify is gonna get rid of that sun die. You go 1 and flip the other 4. Focus the discard. Vega's a choice here. Yeah, he goes for the resolve, which I think is smart. Discard 2, and then he gets the claim. Or actually, he can Kira here to push a damage onto Leia. But now he gives Rando a chance to claim. We're walking into a fateful round 3, I think. Yeah, 10 cards in deck. Mando has only 11 health left. So Mando's pretty much going to have to win next round, or he loses. And Vika's tournament life is hanging in the balance. I think if I'm Rando, I'm probably not going to claim. I probably take the money and play the first aid. You need everything you can get, and you're just getting more out of the first aid than you are out of the claim usually. Ooh. Okay, he gets the deep med, which is what he needs, but the rest of his cards are bad. When Vika draws Chem Strike, everybody profits. Oh no, it's not looking good for Mando. This is almost certainly going to be the last real round of the game. We might see one more after, but it will basically be locked in for Vika at that point, if we do see another round. Here it's going to roll out. Puts the charm on Leia. And Kira rolling damage. Daughter's 1 away from Chem Strike lethal. Ooh, overwrite the Luke's teachings or Yoda's teachings. I'm not sure how I feel about that. In fact, I probably disagree with that. Wait, is this blue character only? Actually, yeah, it kind of makes sense if it's blue character only. Why you would do that? If it was played spot, I don't think that would have been right. Because you want to resolve at least one of these Yoda teaching specials. Okay, I think Vika actually has this one in the bag because he should be able to trick the Yoda teaching special, which is going to prevent the mill to 4. Or actually, wait, no, I don't think he does. Actually, wait, no, I think he does actually, because daughter dies to Chem Strike. Trick is gonna get rid of Yoda's teachings. Yeah, I think Vika basically has this one in the bag. He would need to roll pretty bad to lose at this point, I think. I think if you're random Mando, you have to play around Chem Strike here, which means activating Daughter. To get the last charm token out of her. Yep, there we go. You have to sort of play like you have it, you have it. He does have it, so you get the charm token. It was a very heads-up play by Vika, putting the 3 into Daughter instead of just the 2. Because Daughter can't always heal herself just by playing another upgrade. And Kira gonna waste that Daughter charm token. Leia comes in, hits 3 discards. And did she charm herself? No, I don't think so. Did she? Oh no, she didn't. Okay. So she put one on Sun. Oh wait, actually she did. She did charm herself. Okay. Yeah, that works. She can play from her own deck. And with that roll, that might actually give Rando a chance. Depending on what the discards hit. Or actually no, I don't think it does really. Because Sanction gets rid of the Leia dice. Yeah, which means Vike is now in control of his own destiny. He can, if he rerolls too much, then he could throw the game, but he's not going to. Yeah, and the sanction there is going to be hard to come back from. These Vegas should be left with at least one card that is going to be untouchable. Is Commander Raid work on any red die? He could hit Commander Raid off the top with Leia's power action, and that would that would do it actually. Hey, it's not. It's a nullify. Which is gonna be nothing. No, I could just use the roll enough. That's enough. It looks like Mike is going to tie this series up. Second deep mid. Is that legal? Yeah, that's legal. Is he gonna? He's just milling himself. All right, that's. I think he's just scooped. Yeah, and there we go. He's looking for the commander raid. Game 3. One more game to determine the fate of this match. Winner moves up, loser goes home. I believe the winner plays the winner of Game Slayer and Gringo. Yeah. Alright, are they chatting at all? The players are mind gaming each other about what to play. Vike has gone to this Kira-san twice in a row. We'll see if he goes back to it. Or if he goes to something else. He's got a lot of other stuff in his toolkit. And we'll see if Rando Mando goes back to rerolls or if he goes to something new entirely. He's got a lot of bad decks, shall we say, in there. He has 2 different versions of a 3-wide Leia Mill deck. I believe the only person to submit 2 different versions of the same team count. Alright, looks like they're pulling stuff out. Alright, what are they saying in chat? Rando saying, there's no way you're gonna go to Sunkira again. But there is. He could. There's a decent shot that he does. He trusts that deck a lot. I believe both the games he won against Stevdav were with that deck. He won game 1 with it, played something else game 2, lost, brought it back for game 3 and won. I'm rooting for something else. I don't want to see another Sunkira game. I've done so many of those. He's got something. Let's see. Is it Sunkira again? Oh, it's not. It's not Sunkira. It is Big Dick Ray. Why is it going to be on Rando Mando's side? He's going with the garbage deck. Oh no. So apparently what Vika said was that he wrote down, like, when he was trying to figure out what to ban, he wrote down all of Rando Mando's decks. And for one, he just wrote garbage. And that's this one. I think at first look, I think I agree with him. This does not seem very good. But we'll see if Random Random can make it work. Oh my god. He is gonna throw this game, it looks like. That hand is terrible. And, wow. Yeah, no, that is just rough. Oh, actually, he can pull a, executor. I forgot. Wait, can you do that from deck, or is it only from discard? No, it is from deck. Okay. So he can pull executor or ISD with Nita. So actually, it's not as bad as it looks, but it's still pretty bad. His only ramp card is Resupply, which is not actually a ramp card. Turn 1, which means he actually has to roll four of these dice into resource sides, or 3 of them if he goes with his battlefield, or potentially he could also supply team. But you usually don't want to supply team turn 1, but you can. But he's got to get lucky to be able to play a capital ship. And Ray is just, I mean, she's Ray. He's got 4 big dice, and she does a lot. Hitting the 2 disrupt. Vika does have a Shoto you can play out to block that, but obviously it's not the optimal use of money. And it does put pressure on. Oh my god, okay. Alright. Maybe Random Mando can do this. Okay, let him cook. That is a pretty darn good roll. That's a solid roll from Ray also. 5 damage, 3 resources. Resupply. How does this card work again? Yeah, okay, yeah, you so 1 cost and you resolve a resource +1. So he can go up to he can go up to 6 here. If you place the supply team, Vika has no 0 cost removal, so he actually does have 1 cost removal and he has 3 money showing. So only 2 of that would get disrupted. Alright, he's gonna name the system. So that, you actually get to look at your opponent's hand for that, right? Yeah. Now he knows exactly what Vika's holding. And let's see, what is the state for Bounce Force? Bounce of the Force is, yeah, it is online for Vika. Solitary, how does solitary work? Yeah, you can just remove a die. Yeah. So solitary is basically just like Fury, kind of. And you get to turn any character die, right? Yeah, any character die to 0, 1, or 3. So you blank Luke's die. He could flip his own newt to a resource. It looks like he's going for the blank Luke die. Um, Decides to just take one. Smart move. Plays around the disrupt well. Mando is really gonna want Nita to roll a resource. So the supply team can essentially turn one of these other dice into a resource. So if he tries to develop the resupply, I'm of the mind that he probably should use a time machine to go back in time and not include that card in his deck. But I guess he doesn't really have access to that, so he is gonna have to make a decision at game time. And we'll see if Vika decides to remove resources. He is the kind of player that will do that. What's a reroll? He hits 4 money, which is actually gonna. That is a Vika roll right there. Certified Vika roll. That's gonna guarantee the guards can come down. Okay, look, oh, he's gonna solitary the thing so much. That means Vika is gonna have enough gas to play ISD and possibly Executor if he rolls a resource on Nita. I would not be playing Battle Tactic right now. I would just, if I'm worried about the guards, I would just doubt it. She doesn't have a discard side, does she? No, she doesn't. So I'd go for the doubt, probably. But also you don't want you don't want her to hit the focus. But you know the guards is coming. All right, he just goes for Nita. Ooh, focus, and that is no good. You don't have to turn anything with Nita, so yeah. Bit of a whiff there. He still can get to 4. Or still can get to 6 to play the ISD. I think he can safely develop the resupply if he wants. Vika is gonna get the guards turn 1. Actually, resupply kind of puts him in a rough spot because now he's gonna be vulnerable to the guards PA on the second resource die, which you really don't want to be. Yeah, no, I think the resupply was a mistake, actually. Yep, because now the guards is just gonna do that, and it's gonna roll back into a resource because Random Mando is a good player. Oh my god, no, it's not. So yeah, now Random Mando is not actually going to get to play the ISD because he went for the resupply. That's why that card's bad, and you shouldn't play it. Well, it's also bad for other reasons, but that's one of them. Yep, and he whiffs again. And Vika is gonna start getting his engine going. And now we're starting to see why Vika called that garbage. Pulls the Executor, which is just going to be a reroll. Vika's considering the focus. Okay, there we go. Should I turn this to damage or another side that isn't going to get me any value whatsoever? I think I'll go for the damage. He's got the presence with no capital ship on board. He's got all sorts of 2-cost removal, which is gonna suck to play. And yeah, no, this scheme could actually be looking a lot different right now. You could have an ISD on the board, but you decided to play resupply. The INSL is almost certainly just gonna die to the Ray rollout. Nate's ability is going to come back on Vika a bit. And inhibitor chip could actually be big. But Rando Mando needs to pull out a capital ship this turn, otherwise he's going to be severely behind. He already is pretty severely behind, but even more. INSL just needs to get in the pool right now. Disrupt is solid. It's not money though. Money is what you need right now. There's a Luke's offer for that's 2 of the 4 cards gone. Yeah, I guess we're gonna see Nita. Nita could actually roll focus. He rolls money instead. And is he gonna supply team that money? No, he's not. He's 1 more to play Executor. You can play ISD right now. Ray rolls into 5 and 2 focus. This incel is just gonna die right now. So either you resolve one of these dice, you play a removal card, or you play ISD to try and set up presence. I think the move is probably like High Valley the Disrupt. Or maybe Supply Team one of the dice, actually. That's another option you could do. And looks like he's going to go for the High Valley Disrupt play. Yeah, this turn would be so different if he had an ISD already established. Like, man. The difference that, like, that one resource I'd made is just huge. It's just, yeah, you can't understate it. And Vika just has the advantage in just about every capacity right now. I mean, it's like, I know my commentary is kind of boring, but like, there's not much to say. The matchup was already kind of lopsided because Vika's playing a decent deck and Mando's playing a bad deck, and then Mando made a big misplay turn 1, and I talked about like why it was bad, and you can see how it was bad. He's gonna get to play the ISD now. But it's gonna be a bit too late, I think. Is there any way that he gets to second ISD this turn? Yeah, if he rolls resource on all but one of his dice, you can get there. Because ISD gets you 1 back, right? Then you activate it? Yeah. You don't get to draw, do you? No. You just get 1 back, and he needs to get 5. So he needs 4 of his dice, and the supply team, or actually 3 if you got supply team and resupply. If all 3 of these ISD dice, oh my god. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. That's a dead character. You can present something, but a guy still dies. That is almost certainly your newt, probably, or not almost certainly, but like probably the newt. Yeah, no, that was, yeah. Ooh, he's just gonna supply team. And the newt dies. Boom. So he still has the chance to play the second ISD if he gets lucky enough. And he did not. He needs to roll a resource, and then he can go. He can resolve the resource plus 3. Yeah, no, so he needs to roll. 2 of his dice need to roll a resource here. Those 2, and then there's the reroll. And Tinkerbell's dead. And there's the reroll, and Tinkerbell is still dead. There's another reroll. Oh, you got 1 resource. He's so close. So close. Alright, there's a reroll. Oh, he got it. He got it. He got the resource. He's gonna get to play the second ISD. It's gonna be too late, but he's gonna do it. Don't ready your characters yet. He's still cooking, and he gets nothing out of it. Yeah, capital ships. They've sort of been competitively. They've been sort of a failed experiment. I really like the theme behind some of them. But they're just, I don't know. They're just not competitively that great. No, actually, like, if he had already gone, if he had gotten it down the first round, he might actually have an executor here, which might actually give him a chance to win. Move along. Rough. Move along is not one of those. Not one of those cards that you see tacked a ton, but when it is, it's brutal. I think it was attack a while ago for like Cassian. Because it get hit Tuscan camps and stuff. But it couldn't hit Bad Batch. I think there's something else that we played it for, right? It wasn't just Tuscan camp, right? There was some reason why you played it. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I think it was for, was it for the Rebel Smuggler 6-die list? Or was it for Trandoshans, maybe? I think it was for Trandoshans, actually. Because it does say non-unique card. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage showing. You can get rid of 3 of that. And you take the other 7. Actually no, you can stay alive by 1 health right now. With best defense. Best defense keeps him alive by 1 health. Mando's not he's not giving up. But I think we might see this game end with 0 damage on Ray. Okay. Rolls the discard on Nita, which I guess keeps him off an extra reroll. Guards coming out. Hits double 2s. I think that is handshake territory because his only removal is single die. And that is going to be it. And Vika taking it down. Moving forward in the loser's bracket. Vika has a rough tournament. He lost in the winner's top 8 to Game Slayer. And he managed to take down Liquid Snake, Step It Out, and now Rando Mando. Making it all the way to the loser's bracket semifinals. We'll play the winner of Game Slayer 989 and Gringo Soso 52. And I think right now he's going to play the finals of the December League. But I don't want to get that. I am tired. So I'm gonna go and end stream. I might actually go live. We'll see. I don't think I will actually. No, I'm too tired. I'm too tired for this. who cares about the December League finals? Thank you all for tuning in. Destiny Jr. out.